Hello and welcome to the first round of the International Touring Car Challenge. We're here at Brands Hatch, the GP circuit to be specific, and we're here for two 20-minute races in some nice sunshine. We've got two classes tonight. We've got our pro drivers, we've got our AM drivers, and I think we've got a few people with no class, but I think Duncan, who I think is the driver, he is actually a pro driver if you see him. There'll be a few drivers in here who don't show the pro category or the AM category. That's because, unfortunately, they use SDK and it's overriding their name. So I'll try to let you know who those drivers are. So Kevin, in front of you, is a pro driver. And we'll get straight to the action before we keep you too long. So we've got Carl Robinson, put it on pole in qualifying, with Nicholas putting him right to the edge on that first position. Both of them starting 1-2 on the grid. We've got third place. We've got Alex Robinson, another pro, and Jakob Prezer. I'm not even going to go there. I don't want to offend, so I'm not going to go there. Our fastest AM driver was Austin Foster, who put it 12th overall in the grid. We got a mixed grid, so all the drivers are going to be basically on the same grid together. To get it started, we're going to head to race 1, and I will commentate for you, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll be back in one moment. Hello, welcome. Here we are to the first race. Let me get rid of those results for you so you can see the screen properly. And there we go. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look at it. So here we are for the first round of the Touring Car Challenge. And off we go into the first corner. Down the hill, we've got Carl Robinson leading us off. A lot of drivers going 2 wide, 3 wide into the first corner. Nice clean start for us so far. Many drivers coming into the hairpin. If we look down into our AMs, we've got a few drivers off the track. David Buckley there off the track, not sure what he was doing. There's a lot of side-by-side action here. Coming into up the hill. And our AM classes, lots of places changing. Reese Atkin now out of the race, in the race, out of the race. He did a few connection issues during this race. As it all calms down, we've got some AM drivers coming up the hill, side by side through the corner. David Tovar there, behind Cody. On board with Hunley. Follow along with David Tovar as he looks to try and make a move on Hunley. In the red car. Thomas Evans and Roderick Eskew coming down the straight, side by side, going into the final corner. Roderick Eskew giving him the line. Roderick Eskew being a pro and Thomas Evans being an AM. Unfortunately there from Thomas Evans, spending most of the time on the track, letting Matthew Green through. Roderick Eskew going side by side with Lee Carter. Going wide, letting them through. At the front of the race, there is a change with Nicholas Bowe crashing off. Carl Robinson now with a
Sorry,
7/10
mate, just reappeared
lead
out of nowhere.
over the next driver. Stephen McCaffrey looking for a move on the driver in front, Matthew Sanderson. Some close racing here. I wish I knew the corner names for you, but I don't. We've got Josh Levy going side by side with Cody. Josh Levy getting the better of him, taking the position. Stefan Fink looking for a move on Lee Carter Smith. Pro driver starting far down, trying to get through the field. Struggling as they go too wide, nearly into the first corner. And getting the move done. Lee Carter falling down the field. But goes for the move up the inside of Stefan, blocking him off. Stefan gave him that. Stefan kept it open, and Lee Carter took advantage. Further upfield we have Austin Foster, the head AM driver at the moment, side by side with one of the pro drivers, going into the first corner, into the fast right-hander. Against the fast right, side by side. Oh, it gets getting close. 3 drivers. This is like they've spent the past few corners side by side. These two. Oh, there's a touch. Oh, there's a clip. Who's round? Austin Foster is round. That could be a penalty. Unfortunate for Austin. Near the front of the race, we've got battling for 8th position. We've got Vincent, Stephen and Craig coming down the main straight, coming into the first corner. Let's see who can get the position. Craig giving up the position for Stephen. Stephen looking for the inside into the hairpin, and he gets the inside and he gets the overtake done. Good move there by Stephen. We look further down the field to see if there's any action going on. We've got Daniel Rowe, Matthew Green and Roderick Eskew all within a second of each other. Battling away, trying to get those positions as they slowly pull themselves back up towards Theo Taylor. If we have a look at the timing tower, we'll get up the interval and have a look at the interval between drivers. No data. There we go. There's our interval between drivers. So, looking at the moment, we've got Stephen is the closest driver to anybody. Some close racing here. A bit of an incident there with one driver dropping down the order. Kevin.
Yeah.
Falling down the order there. Must have been involved in some kind of an incident. Stephen here pressing Matthew Sanderson. Will he go for a move into turn 1? Has he got a better exit? No, he hasn't. With those lovely TCR banners that we designed and those TCR number boards. Oh, watch out for the back marker. You've got to keep that tight line if you don't want someone to go your inside into that corner. Coming down here, it's all about using the AstroTurf on the right-hand side. Let's see if these guys use the AstroTurf. And, yep, they've run right out onto the AstroTurf. Key today, we've got for each class, you've got up to position 15, you get points, with first position getting 25, second position getting 20, and I think third getting 16 points. So it's key in the first race, if you had a bad qualifying, to just try and get up the order and get some points on the board, so that you get a better starting place for the next race. Because the next race also has exactly the same amount of points available, so it's all about trying to get a good average. So might be qualify mid-fifth, try and aim for 5th place in the first race and then winning the second race. That could also work. It really depends. AMs are going to have an easier job with that because the pros will be affected by the reverse grid. Here, Matthew Sanderson battling well here, stopping Stephen, but he gets a poor exit there on the grass. Will that allow Stephen to get the overtake done? Will he go for the inside into turn 1? And he does. He goes for turn 1. Oh no, he doesn't. He backs out. Tries to make Matthew make a mistake. Steve Smith looking to make an overtake further down the field. So look, see if I can find it. Oh, a few little changes in the field. Theo Taylor just making a move there on Josh Levy. Daniel Roger Eskew side by side. What are they going to do here? Oh, Daniel Rowe backs out. Should have gone for it, I think. Duncan Marius looking for a move here with Oliver Burridge, I think it's that? No, that's Stefan Fink, apologies. Side by side with, I think, is that Thomas Evans or his teammate? Yeah, it's Thomas Evans. Oh, sorry, actually, no, it's David Buckley. With these matching liveries here, we've got yellow, and then we got Dat Boy Racing, I think, and then another yellow car, and then Dat Boy Racing again. So some team battling here. Let's have a look on board in the roll bar view of Duncan, one of the pro drivers, looking, can he get a move here on the AM driver in front? Yeah, he's going to look for the inside there. Does he get the move? No, he doesn't go for the move. Duncan here looking which side he's going to go, looking for that inside. He's not going to, he's going to pull out. Further up the field, we've got Steve Smith pressing hard from Josh Levy. The two of them going into the hairpin. So, yeah, I am right. I'm not crazy. It's kind of a hairpin. I'm going too wide up the hill. Oof. Steve Smith there being confident on his ability to keep the speed. Live a teammate battle at him further down the field with Thomas and David side by side. Ooh, that's getting tasty. Cutting across a little bit there as they come up the hill. Hopefully these teammates don't collide. We don't want a Verstappen and what was it? Verstappen and Ricciardo, Azerbaijan, I think it was. Don't want that. We don't want Lewis Rosberg. See what it. Here comes Dat Boy. Interesting livery. Oh, it's getting spicy here with. Oh, side by side. Will one of them pull out? No. And they touch. Oh my God, they touch. One of them continuing. David Buckley being able to continue. Not sure what happened. Thomas Evans taken out by his own teammate. Okay, so Rosberg and Hamilton, you know, I mention it and now they cause it. Got Austin Foster just pulled out and had to tow after that incident. Not sure what happened to him. I think he was caught up in the incident. We have Theo Taylor now back behind Josh Levy. So something happened there with the two of them battling and Josh Levy getting the overtake done. Thankful of the some of the back markers letting the drivers through, even if there is no rule. We got P10, we got Kevin right up behind Craig Gregory. So let's see if Kevin can get this move done, get into that 9th position. He's got the pace. He's just seeing if he can get round that fat Audi. Craig Gregory, a good race here. Up in 9th position with the blue car ahead being our leading AM driver, Vincent C. Marsh, having a brilliant race, battling with pro drivers. Should have him in pros at this rate. With second place Steve Smith in AMS and third place Josh Levy. For our pros, we've still got Carl Robinson leading, Jakob in second, and Philip in third. With Hamish Cleland in fourth. I was thinking John Cleland or whatever, you know, like the touring car legend. Oh, and Craig Gregory goes up the inside of Vincent Seamarsh to get that position. Will Vincent try and battle it? No, he doesn't. Not really worth it when you're battling a pro. You can be a little bit nicer here. But that puts an AM driver between the two pro cars. What will that do to the situation?
Thank you.
Oh, looking tasty here with Vincent looking to actually fight these pros a little bit. Kevin looking to be held up though here as they come down. Craig Gregory though starting to make a difference here. Now with over a half a second gap over Kevin. So with that little overtake of the AM, it's really slowed Kevin down. Further down the order, Roger Kecke just overtaking Matthew Green there in 17th position. Lee Carter-Smith all over the back of Matthew Green here. See what he can do. Can he get the move done here? Looking to have the pace here. She come into the first corner. Tell you what, the Honda does look the best out of the three cars. Matthew Green there making a mistake as Lee pressures him. Not the best, but Matthew Green still being able to keep the pace, but with Lee with a better entrance here. Is he going to look to the inside? Matthew Green keeps it wide, keeps the speed, allowing him to cut in front, holding Lee off for another lap, hopefully. I've had a little watch of this from the point of Lee. Lee being one of our drivers who does stream the race. If any of you are interested in actually watching the race live, I'm sure there's a link out there you can find us. Welcome to search up Simpai Racing and join us. This corner being very difficult because if you touch that grass you're dead. Less so in the touring car, but in rear wheel drive you're dead. Matthew Green taking full advantage of as much track as he can. Giving a decent exit there. Lee Carter's getting side by side with somebody. With Sam Van Looy right up behind him, battling for position there. Further upfield there was a change with Vincent Marsh getting overtaken here finally by Kevin, potentially if he gets a better run here. Oh no, Kevin still stuck behind him, even though Vincent spending some time off the track.
That was a bit of a silly yield there, but just stuck on the racing line.
Let's have a look at what it's like in Cockpit View as he's looking to get Matthew Sanderson here. Going up the inside with Matthew Sanderson. And they didn't get the move done. It was so close with now Kevin pressing Vincent. Oh, the touch. Unfortunate. That sends Kevin off. Bit of unfortunate Pro touch there.
Thank you very much.
Daniel Rowe now pressuring the back of Theo Taylor. Looking to get a move done here. Switching, looking for the inside. Nope, doesn't go for the inside. Daniel being nice with Roger Eskew pressing Daniel Rowe though from behind.
No worries,
as
Austin,
well.
baby.
Cody DeHunley just making it into the 9th place position there with the Vincent into 10th position. But Josh Levy looking for a move on Steve Smith. So those two battling hard in second, 12th and 13th for our second and third positions in the AM class. With first place looking to be tied up in the pro category with a 4-second lead.
Nicholas, you are lagging a lot, buddy.
Bit of a train now developing. Lee Carter Smith being held up by Duncan Marius. Everyone in this train is keeping together and being quite nice with the racing. You know, they could be sending it a little bit more. Send them a message tonight saying they should be providing us with some better racing. Oh, look at this, Josh Levy! Oh, and Steve Smith battling. Josh Levy just not going for that move. Oh, Josh Levy may have got a better exit here. Oh no, it's taken out. Oh, Josh Levy and Theo Taylor dead in the water. Unfortunate there. That allowing Steve Smith to run away with second place. Daniel Rowe though still there, not too far behind, with him going side by side into turn one with Rodriguescu nearly. Rodriguescu being kind, having slowly built in the pace. Not somebody who normally drives a car like this. Further up the field, side by side, well not side by side, nose and tail here. Stephen McCaffrey and Alex Robinson as they go side by side. Who's going to pass? Oh, they both go side by side. This is the difference, the confidence they have in each other. Different thing to amateurs. The pros really do take it too wide around these corners. Stephen looking to make the move. He's making it wider so he can get a better exit. Does he get a better exit coming into the final corner? As they come down side by side. Who's going to back out? Neither of them backing out. Stephen looking for a cut back here. Into turn one maybe? No, he gets a worse exit. So he's not going to have the move. This is the white flag. This is the final lap. Setting off a win to Carl Robinson. Second place to Jakob Philip in third. And in our RAM class, Vincent C. Marsh looks to be our winner. Daniel Rowe in second place. And third place, Steve Smith. With Matthew Green, myself, P4. With some good racing, but racing to the line with Matthew Green blocking off Duncan, the pro driver. A few other little dramas happening, but at the back of the field, quite a lot of lone drivers. I assume, you know, it's just a few incidents between them there as they come down towards the end of the race. As we're on board with Theo here, who did have an unfortunate incident near the end of that race. Unfortunate, but it happens. Biz will be starting 25th position with that reverse grid, only affecting the first 10. Meaning Kevin, the pro, will be on pole, with next to him Cody D. Hunley. And now we'll have a look at the results. Before we get to the next round, we go to show. And then we hide that. Ignore. Okay. Apparently it doesn't want to show any of our results. So, oh no it does. There we go. So we go to the front. We had Carl Robinson being our winner for today. First race. You got Jakob in second, Philip in third. In our pro category, fourth position in the pros, Hamish. Fifth position, Alex. Stephen in sixth. We got Craig Gregory in seventh. We got Sanderson in eighth. Hunley in ninth, and Kevin in 10th. Our AM winner was Austin Marsh, I think it was. 11th position. We got our second place AM driver, Daniel Rowe, 12th position. We have Steve Smith in 14th, who was our third place. Matthew Green in fourth place. We've got Lee Carter Smith in 5th place. And that will round out our top 20, I think. Anyway. Yep, so 20th, sorry, would be 6th place. David Buckley. And now back, so I'll be back with you in one moment as we sort out ready for the second race, which will be a little more interesting, and I think we might have to do a little bit of an incident review. So 25 points going to our two winners, Carl Robinson and Austin Marsh. No, sorry, not Austin Marsh, it's... Where is he? I'm going crazy, aren't I? Should be... Is it Austin Marsh? Let me have a look one moment. I think that result's wrong. It's not Austin Marsh, is it? It's... I apologise. It's Vincent C. Marsh. I apologise. So Vincent won the race in the AMS. I apologise. Okay, I'll be back with you in one moment as we take a short break before race 2. Welcome back to the second race. Second race, 10 driver reverse grid. Let's see how it goes. We've got Kevin Rodland on pole position with Cody D. Hunley on his outside. We've got Matthew Sanderson behind him and Stephen behind him. Our first AM driver being in 11th position as Vincent Seamarsh, our previous race winner, and Daniel Rober standing next to him. And in this race, it will get a bit spicy, so we're not going to have any kind of timing on for the first lap, so let's get into it. We'll be on board. Let's have a watch. So as we start, the lights go green. We come down into the first corner as the drivers go 3 wide, 4 wide. How many can we go wide? What is this? It's not Weight Watchers. It's not about how wide. We've got Craig Gregory spinning, taking out another driver, coming on. Not all the drivers go through, coming off, crashing. We've got chaos, absolute chaos. It's like Destruction Derby. We're in NASCAR. What is this? We've got drivers like Matthew Green getting through. We've got Vincent ahead of Matthew Green. So 1-2 here at the moment. We've got drivers like Stefan Fink, who's been struggling. Drivers in the background smoking away. How many cars is that out? That is genuinely... That was 9 cars. No, yeah, that was 9 cars have been taken out on the first corner. Fortunate drivers like Nicholas Bowe starting low down in this race are going to have to push through, but that helping them out. We've got pro drivers battling here. We've got 2 wide, nearly 3 wide here, touching. Matthew Sanderson getting pushed off. I think Sanderson was that. It's hard to follow the timings as well as doing some kind of commentary. We will get your timing screen up on the board. Sorry, it would have been Jakob. I do apologise. We got Jakob looking for a move on Steve Smith, the AM driver, going up the inside. Does not get the move done, but will he get a better exit as they go into turn 1? Sam Van Noy's making a move, getting Philip there. As they go into turn 1. Philip looking for a move there as well. As they go nose and tail into... Philip struggling with his rears. Not sure what happened to his car there. And Jakob getting the move on Steve Smith, taking the position. Steve Smith now our leading AM driver in the race. Not sure where, somehow he's got through that really nice and Nice and lovely. We've got Nicholas Boat challenging Philip up the inside of Steve. We've got 3 wide nearly. Oh, and he's Steve Smith taking some damage there, I think, which Matthew Green is overtaking. Matthew Green and Vincent C. Marsh, both of them overtaking Steve Smith with that incident there. Sam Van Loist doing much better this race, pushed up due to the first race just helping him get into position. Further down the field, we've got a bit of a battle here with Craig Gregory looking for a move on Duncan Marius. That Craig Gregory car looking like a bit of a mess, and he goes up the inside in the fast right-hander, getting the position. Both of them looking to be a bit damaged there. In our pro category, we have Sam Van Loist and Nicholas Bow fighting for position here. Nicholas Bow being one of our faster drivers, just really had a torrid time in qualifying, I think. As they go 2 wide into the first corner, side by side. Who is going to be brave enough? Who's going to hold it? Nose and tail here.
Love that pair.
Ooh, David Tovar getting in the way of these 2 pro drivers. Ooh, causing a little bit of a problem there. Sam Van Lois having to take it narrow. Not meaning Nicholas can't get the move done there. Philip Urich there making the move on Lee Carter Smith. As they come down the straight, Nicholas Bow looking for a move here, side by side. Getting the better exit. Is he going to be able to go round the outside? Doesn't go round the outside. Does he go up the inside with the switchback manoeuvre? And he's now got the inside. Will he get the move done? No, and he turns Sam Van Loist round. Oh, unfortunate. 2 of them having a good battle there, but that's the thing. Pros don't pull out. We've got Vincent C. Marsh here battling with the pros. David Tovar there in the mix, who's a lap down. Philip Urich looking for a move. David Tovar doesn't go for the move. Further up the field, Carl Robinson there getting the move done on Cody D. Hunley. Him dropping back through the field. First and second place. Stephen McCaffrey battling with Kevin Rodon. Kevin going wide. Stephen McCaffrey going through into first position.
Cheers.
Coming up to a back mark. I'm not sure who that is, that back marker. Let's see if he helps these drivers stay together.
Oh, I'm sorry.
David Buckley dropping through the field. Looks like he's had an incident. Steve Smith and Theo Taylor here battling it into the hairpin as we come down, and they go side by side. Steve Smith giving him the room, and Theo Taylor through. Steve Smith going to come back up the hill. Who's going to go for the better? Is he going for the better line or get the inside? And he gets the inside, Steve Smith. But there goes Theo Taylor. Is he going to get it around the outside? No, he does not. With Steve Smith keeping the position in the AM class for that, I think, 4th position. Matthew Green there following behind that Lee Carter Smith AM car in 2nd place. 2 of them, oh, and they go side by side. What happens there? Lee Carter hitting the wall, Matthew Green being able to control it. That is Matthew Green into 2nd position. Lee Carter falling through the field as I think he has to tow there. Vincent C. Marsh here getting pressured by the pro driver Philip. Vincent here now in cruise control with Matthew Green being 3 seconds, letting Philip through. 3-second lead here though for Vincent C. Marsh. So some good driving here. Hopefully he'll get that win. Oliver Burridge now pro driver on the scene, going up past David Tovar up. Is he going to get a move on Steve Smith? Oliver starting 30th on the grid in this race, all the way up to 14th position. looking for a move on Steve Smith. He goes for the inside. Is he going to get the inside here? Steve Smith not going to fight it too hard with a pro driver at your inside. Not worth the effort. Within front of us, we've got two drivers, pro drivers, Stefan Fink and Roderick Eskew battling. Roderick Eskew trying to slip in the toe. As they come down the long straight, will that give him a bit of extra speed? No, but he doesn't go for a move there. Roderick Eskew does love to drive looking like a what's it, I think. He's got an orange helmet, orange car, orange banner. Like, what else do you want orange? You might as well have orange tyres. Come on. Well, tyres, I mean alloys or rims. Roderick Eskew taking a bit of grass. That's not going to help. But will it give him a bit of overspeed? Yes, it does. He has the inside into this corner, into the first corner. Oh, he doesn't hold it enough. Will he get a better exit because of it, though? Looks like he has. Will he go for a move into turn 1? As you see, he goes into turn 1 side by side with Stefan Fink. And Roderick gets the move done there. That'll be it. Oliver Burridge, though, here up the inside. 3 pros battling midfield here. Oliver Burridge going up the inside, taking Stefan Fink. Stefan Fink there, losing 2 positions. With that overtake, slowing him down into that corner and allowing Oliver to take the position. Oliver pushing up the field now with what it seems a lot of positions gained here now. 18 positions he's gained in this race. Crazy amount. As we follow behind Roderick Eskew. On board, we'll have a look on board with. Oh, and is he going to get the move done on Roderick Eskew here? As they come, Roderick Eskew going wide here, letting Oliver through. Oliver now into 11th position. Oh, and he gets touched the grass. Roderick Eskew going to come back on him, and it goes round the outside. Roderick Eskew gets the move done on the outside, but as they go down into the final corner, they're side by side. Roderick Eskew keeping that position for now. There's Stefan Fink now coming back with the 2 of them battling in front. Further up the field in the pros, we've got Nicholas Bow looking for a move up the on the inside actually of Jakob. Them going side by side. Jakob going to hold it round the outside. Oh, there's a bit of a touch there.
Come on, man.
Jakob having to pull inside now with Nicholas Bow. Being a bit bossy with his moves there. A little bit of touring car racing there. Oliver Burridge passed. Roderick Eskew now. 2 of them, but Roderick Eskew getting a bit more speed there. Roderick Eskew going to go for another move here. Into the next corner without a little bit extra speed. No, it doesn't look for a move there. What an absolute train of cars here, though. Roderick Eskew and Oliver Burridge's battle being the head of it. Further ahead in the top class, we've got the top for second place. This is Alex Robinson battling with Kevin. Alex Robinson through on the inside of Kevin Rodland. Alex there gaining second position in the pro class. Let's see if Kevin can fight back. It's important for the championship with Carl Robinson winning the previous race, already in 4th position. It's all about getting as little damage to your
Dude, I'm here.
second race as you can. Philip Jurek in 8th position. Looking for a move on Sam Van Loist. As they come in down the hill. Is he going to go try and round the outside? Doesn't go round the outside. Little blocked off there. Good move there by Sam, defending him. Philip being one of our faster drivers, setting I think the fastest time in our practice session for this round. Let's see who gets the better exit. Looks like Philip did get a better exit there, and he's also going to have the draft. Is that going to help him into turn 1? No, he doesn't. He's not close enough for turn 1, with a gap opening up to now for 4 tenths. As the straight down, you can see the toe happening, dropping that down by a tenth on the straight. That Audi also having the greatest horsepower, so it will benefit on the straight. 18th position, we've got Craig Gregory looking for a move on David Buckley into turn 1, the Am driver and Pro driver. Craig Gregory pulling out of that move. Looking for the inside into the hairpin. No, he doesn't go for the inside. And our battle, we're still raging for 7th position with Philip Jurek. David Buckley losing the position to Craig Gregory now in 18th. And Philip goes round the outside of Sam Van Nuys. Will he keep this? Has he got the extra speed into the next corner? Will Sam get him back? Sam's going to have the advantage. Sam there not strong enough with his bullying, and Philip getting the position, putting Philip 7th position. Oliver Burridge now on the back of Matthew Green in the Am class. Oliver right up the field. This is for 10th position. What can Oliver get through here? What's he going to do to get through? Matthew Green pushing him wide. Oliver now getting the opportunity to go through. Matthew Green just following him behind. Doesn't need to battle these two pros. Let him through. Let the because he doesn't want Stephen Smith to catch up. Oliver Burridge now into 10th position from 30th or whatever. It's a decent haul for Oliver. Should have been doing better in the first race though. Not sure what happened there.
Reese, you got to be seeing that you're blinking in and out.
As we have a little bit of a lull in the action, we've got Nicholas Bowe starting to press Carl Robinson. We've got Sam Van Nuys being followed by Vincent C. Marsh. We've got Zachary Livingood looking to make a move on the Am driver Steve Smith. So all hell is letting loose again. Duncan Marius going on the inside of Nicholas Marshall with the two drivers in front of him going side by side. So Duncan looking to get a move here on Theo Taylor as they all come down the hill side by side with Craig Gregory in front. Duncan going and sweeping across in front of the Am driver Theo Taylor. Do apologise for the blinking driver. There's not much I can do. That was the connection at the time. He was genuinely teleporting every single which way and direction. Somebody called him a spaceship. I think somebody said he was more like a UFO than a race car. Here we go in the Am class. Thomas Evans and Austin Foster. Austin Foster being one of our faster Am drivers. I'm not sure what is down here. Must have been some damage in that lovely pink BTCC car. With Dat Boy Racing in front. Austin Foster looking to make a move here. Yeah, Austin Foster going into looking to make a move. No, he doesn't. Sorry. I'm not sure what happened there. Did Thomas Evans die? Thomas Evans has committed suicide, it seems. I feel like Thomas Evans has, yes, exploded. That car not looking in the greatest of shapes currently.
That was wild.
Might be, I think it was Duncan. enjoyed themselves further down the grid. Nicholas Bow looking to make a move into 4th position, starting 19th position in this race, right up the grid now. Looking, doesn't make a move there yet. Is he going to try and get a switch back up the hill, get a better exit? Look for a move into the hairpin. He looks to go around the outside into the hairpin. A little bit of a clip, no touching. Nice clean racing here. Oh, a little bit of a touch there. These cars do like a little bit of a touch, so these drivers know they are allowed a little bit as they go. Oh, it gets tight and he gets bumped. Oh, a little bit of a touch there. As they go up to the hill, any more afters lights?
So much, man.
And they keep it clean. And Nicholas gets the position into 4th position over Carl Robinson. Some good clean, well, cleanish racing between the 2 touring cars, lads. Moving down the field, Zachary Livingood ending up in the gravel. Seems to be somebody else on the gravel there. Not sure what happened there. With now only 22 drivers on the lead lap. Rodriguescu starting to lose Oliver Burridge now. Oliver Burridge up into 9th position. Craig Gregory down in 15th. He's starting to press some drivers in the AM class again. Steve Smith in front of him. That damage can't be helping him though. That car looking more like it's hit a wall. Well, it has hit a wall. It's hit about a wall of 10 cars, but we'll come to that at the end of the session. Carl Robinson battling with Nicholas Bow. Coming up to a back marker here. Big ass by Nate. Nate's big ass in front of Nicholas. Nicholas looking for the inside of Nate. Nate letting them through nice and lovely. With whenever I came up to Nate, Nate seemed to lose me time, so I was very happy with Nate. Craig Gregory looking for a move on Steve Smith now. Up the inside, Craig Gregory on Steve Smith. Getting that move done. But back to the 2 lads in the 3rd and 4th positions. Kevin Rowland in 3rd position. Sorry, Alex Robinson, I apologise, is the driver in 2nd position in front of Kevin. Oh, there is a dead car. Watch out for the dead car. Oh, bit of flashing going on here. Not sure what's happened there. Steve Smith overtaking Stefan Fink there. With that being the end of the race. Stephen McCaffrey, our race winner. I do apologise. With Alex Robinson being 2nd place. Kevin Rowland, P3. Nicholas Bow, P4. Carl Robinson, P5. Jakob in P6. Philip in P7, Sam Van Lois P8, Oliver Burridge P9, and our AM winner in 10th, Vincent C. Marsh. Vincent there with 50 points for today's races, winning both of the rounds. Matthew Green in 2nd there in the AMs, Steve Smith in 3rd, Theo Taylor in 4th, Austin Foster in 5th, Josh Levy in 6th, Nate Jordan in 7th, I think actually Nate in 8th actually, I apologise if I missed somebody out. As the drivers come round after that exciting race, we will have a look at the final results for the feature race. So yep, there's your winner, Stephen McCaffrey for Paceworks Esports. And our AM winner, C. Marsh, Vincent C. Marsh. I will remember that. A lot of these drivers do have teams, so they will be asked again to try and input them into here so you can actually see which team they're in. But good driving from everybody today. We're going to actually have a look at that incident now. We're going to we're going to hide all the broadcast material and we're going to have a look at that first turn incident. So if we get up the screen, we go to Craig Gregory and have a look at that turn 1 incident. So on board with Craig Gregory as we come into the first corner, going 3 wide into the first turn after the start. Not wise. Comes in, Stephen McCaffrey hits the rear of Craig Gregory. Not sure who's at fault there. Is he leaving enough room, Craig? Is there anywhere Stephen can go? Craig then comes across, clips another driver. He kills someone there. Craig Gregory here, not able to see anyone coming, even though there was cars coming, hitting a driver and causing absolute mayhem. Absolute mayhem. I have never seen in my professional racing career, my professional commentary career, a more ridiculous incident. Cars absolutely everywhere. Craig's wheel there deciding to pop back into existence. Very interestingly enough. So that's the thing that can happen. We're going to have a look at a few onboards here with where's our race 2. We've got Oliver Burridge told me go have a look at my onboard. So we're going to have a look at his onboard as he comes down the hill. Smoke, everything.
Really?
Have to rear end somebody and as he tries somehow gets through. Bits of car everywhere. We've got cars on the left, cars on the right. Nowhere to really go as he turns in. And any cars here? Oh, another car dying. It must be that'll be suspension damage. That car probably receiving suspension damage in the first impact and probably causing a right old scruff of that car. But as we go, we'll quickly go back to the incident and just have a quick look from the chopper camera of what can be seen. Nate there battling with David Tovar. We've got drivers.
Really?
Oh, everyone dies. Everyone dies. 9 cars. That was 9 cars having to go back to the pits. Stewards are currently reviewing the situation, and yeah, we will see what happens with the stewarding, and the race results are only preliminary. Are only provisional, sorry, is the term. And we will be looking at it, making some changes because there was some real issues with that first corner. I've been your host, Matthew Green. I'd like to thank everybody who's come along to this amazing stream. I will just have a good rest of your week, and next round, 29th of January, Hockenheim National B circuit, interesting circuit, bit different, will be available to you the day after. So I will be streaming that, well, recording that and then posting it. So make sure to join us along at the International Touring Car Challenge, hosted by Simparty Racing. If you want to join us, www.simpartyracing.com. And I've been your host, and goodbye.